They felt like that they should be out of silver, that the rank reset wasn't real. Right now, you should still be in silver, and what I'm saying to this is that you have the ability to go climb into gold. You have the ability to improve, but there's a lot you need to work on. Alright, so today's video, we are back with another Where Are They Now? Way it works with Where Are They Nows is this. Basically, we look back at players that we've watched, they give us a new update, and we decide to try to guess to see if they've climbed, if they've gotten better. Should be a fun one. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube, all that. Today's video, we're going to be watching a previous rank of a Silver 5 DPS on console. We watched them 3 months ago. They played Sombra, and they're going to be playing Sombra and Venture on Havana. And they say, trying to break the habit of hack virus has been very difficult, and I still find myself falling into the old trap. I think my Sombra has improved in the 3 months since the first spectating, and she is still currently my primary DPS. This game was definitely a game of Overwatch. The enemy DPS was absolutely rolling all of us. The enemy Sombra racked up a whopping 56 limbs, while our Zenyatta went 26 and 21. Our tank, who had the old top 500 player icon from Overwatch 1, constantly typed in chat complaining about heals and demanding that us DPS players switch to characters like Torb and Sim. Our support started chiming in, asking everyone to stop dying to the enemy Sombra and telling the tank to start charging in like a lunatic. I think I managed to make Venture work on a map that ordinarily wouldn't favor them, and I think it was just quite a funny game. Fingers crossed my Sombra has actually improved. I'm more curious to know if you think I broke my 4-year silver curse. Let's find out. Did they get out of silver? Are they still in silver? Heck, are they in bronze now? I don't know. We'll find out. Here we go. It's time. Off to a good start. Wonderful start. Yep. All I can imagine right there is
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!
Okay, here you go. Going to the back line. You see where the Widow's at. Okay, you're going to take the scenic route. All right, wonderful.
And I'm back.
I got control of the... Careful! We're outnumbered!
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of we're gonna start off strong here. All right, so listen. 1, it's okay to get closer to the Widow, especially when they're not paying attention to where you're at. 2, if you're gonna do the virus to lead off with, which I recommend, you need to be more accurate with it. Right here, it felt like you were too scared to make the play. I'm telling you right now, run up to the Widow, throw a virus at them, and shoot them. Don't sit there. Don't try to line it up for an hour and a half. You're going to get the play. It's going to work. But if you sit there and do that, it's not going to go well. Quite the start, though. My favorite part was the part where you threw the virus off the wall, and the reaction by the Widow was 0. There was no reaction by the Widow at all. There was 0 reaction by the Widow. They did not even, there wasn't even any, at any point did they go, uh-oh, there is a Sombra on me. They just stood there. I actually love that. I'm impressed. It was great to see. All right, let's continue on.
Halo's a sitting duck right now.
Join me!
¿Qué onda?
Okay, the Widow. Go for the Widow. Just go. Walk up to him. Walk, just... Oh. Okay, you gotta aim your virus, okay? You gotta aim the virus. Okay, you can go up there. That's fine. This is fine. Okay, they're right there. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, there we go! See? So just to kind of put this back where it's at. You see how easy it was to get that a limb? Just be accurate with your virus. Don't have to, like, aim 20 feet to the right. You're in stealth. They don't even know you're there. And then you lead off with a hack. Wonderful. Here we go. All right, going up there. D.Va to use flight, so you should be able to escape. Now, the next step is... Yeah, here you go. Get more involved. Wonderful. They have walls, by the way. Just so you know. So you could have gotten out of there a tenth of a second sooner, but we'll give it to you. They have walls. Remember, they have walls. So I know you're in stealth, but I want you to remember they have... Okay, wonderful. This is going... Okay. Be careful. Remember, walls last 15 seconds, so you can just look at the clock during that and do your best to get the math around there. Okay. Walls are about done now. I didn't really track the 15 seconds, but it feels like it's been 15 seconds. That's good enough for me. Go for the Widow. Just go for the Widow. Go for the Widow. I swear, if you take the scenic route up those damn stairs, I swear. Oh, my. Okay. Just, no, just, you can get closer. You don't need to play like you're playing Cassidy. Oh, no. Oh, you got the virus off, so you win that. You're going to win that. That's the best part. You won that amazing... The reason why I'm having you, like, take the scenic route is I want you to think about if you're a Widow playing against a Sombra, even if they see you go up there, and don't get me wrong, there's going to be a Widow that hits a shot, you're probably going to kill that Widow, like, 8 out of 10 times. And I will take those odds in Overwatch any day of the week. Alright. There you go. Now hide. You can hack them. The reason why you can hack them there is because, like, you're not going to be able to burst them down with the virus, so you just lead off with a hack. They have no shield, and they can't do their bash. Okay, this is wonderful. You almost got the health pack there. This is... You don't even need to hack them there. There you go. You headshot them with virus. Wonderful. Okay, so let's get back into there. Let's get back into that team fight. And remember, they're still on the Widow. So, like, yeah, there you go. Much better. See? I like that. There you go. That's what I wanted to see from the get-go. Before you took the scenic route back there, you gave them 14 fights just to be able to set up. See? Much better. Nope. Okay, I can see you're just moving your aim off of your virus. It's almost like you're... Pretend that you're aiming at them with your mouth. Or not your mouth, with your controller. Like you would normally aim. Like, if let me ask you this question. If you're playing Sombra, are you going to aim your shots 12 feet to like, above them? No, right? You're not going to do that because it wouldn't hit. You're doing that when you're when you're using your virus. So put your virus like you're shooting at them. Good virus. You said not every console player would have that aim though? Dude, I'm not talking about being like fully accurate like you're playing like a Widowmaker hitting 89 billion shots. I'm talking about something completely different here where it's you're moving your crosshair 20 feet above and then you're missing your shots at that point. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference here. Is what I'm getting at. It's more about waiting on your virus. Are people writing about aim? Yeah, I mean aim. Believe it or not, I'm not worried about it too much. I'm more worried about your accuracy with your virus, which I mean I guess is aim. But that's more along the lines of like they're just not trying to aim at. They're looking away. It's like almost like you're looking away and you're worrying about different things than what's on your screen. That's what it feels like. That was just you played too aggro and you stayed there for too long. Is what it is. I mean not aggro, you just stayed there for too long. Okay, here we go. There's a Sombra. Wow, they just got rolled. Did you say their Sombra had 56 of limbs too? Okay, you ready? Get closer. Hit the virus. Okay,
That made my day.
It's gonna be very important you hit the viruses here. Okay, you ready? That works. That's probably gonna be close to a free pick on the Orisa. Unfortunately, they have gold, so they just barely survive. Standing still because they had a Hanzo dragon there. I mean not a Hanzo dragon, a Hanzo arrow. So that was a good play. Okay, what's your play? Oh, okay. Here you go. Wonderful. You just kicked a field goal. Okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was just they 1v1'd you and hit their shots more than you did. You're just so good at this? True. I mean, as I was saying, like, I mean, the Sombra just rolled you there. I'm not even gonna... Okay, I mean, at least you were close to him. Target priority, though. Right? Remember, you want to be more on, like, you know, their Mercy, their Hanzo, you know... Not so much their Orisa, unless they're low. Yeah. Remember, by the way, you can also use your translocator to try to get out there and survive. Like, it will get rid of, like, the damage, too. So, like, it's always good to try to do that. So... You said that they like to stay farther away because it's okay. I see what you're saying. We're like, oh yeah, they like to stay further away because they can like, you know, they can aim a little bit better. But like the problem, it's not even like, yes, maybe if you're playing Cassidy, like you're like, okay, I want to play in that mid range and I want to get close range. I get that. But you're playing Sombra and you're in stealth. Like they don't even know you're there like 95% of the time. So you have time to be a little bit more patient, which actually is great that your name is patient here because that's the exact opposite of what we're seeing when it comes to the virus. Okay, here we go. I mean, good job using your EMP. You've been waiting a little bit here on some of the... Okay, you're on the cart. I think your team actually wins that team fight. Okay, now you're on Venture, so now we're going to see a little bit of a different gameplay here. Okay, here we go. Okay, better. You're involved in the team fight. Stopping a res. A little bit late on that. By the way, the moment you saw the Sombra, I would have went underneath right away because you would have cleansed all the damage, you would have prevented all that, and then you can go to a health pack. So just be wary of that. But overall, much better. Also, if you notice, it's almost like it feels like when you're aiming right there that you're actually just being a lot more patient now. It's interesting that you get on Venture and then you start to just like really focus on not overdoing that, and then yeah. So just saying, that was good. We'll see how it goes on defense, Venture. Watch out. Good job. Good patience. Nice play. What, are you worried about the Sombra behind you? Yeah, don't do that right there. Yeah, okay. So, one thing you're doing wrong right now is you're worried about a Sombra as Venture. I need you to worry more about what's going to help your team in the aggressive side of things rather than the peel side of things. Like, you're taking yourself out of the game here. You see that? Like, you're just playing, you managed to do next to nothing there because you were worried about a Sombra behind you. You can't peel for that Sombra consistently. You want to know something about Venture? They can't peel for Venture that well either. Venture is one of the tougher heroes to peel for. Because you get the extra shields, a lot of your damage is impossible to stop. So, like, you want to be the one that's kind of setting the tone, not sit there and be AFK because there's a Sombra in your back corner. There you go. Free pick on Sombra now. Okay, they gave you that. Big slam! Nice. You see the Sombra. There you go, got him out of stealth. That's a step in the right direction. That's at least you trying to make a play. Oh, Fly's West Coast. I think it's like 8 a.m. for a Fly. Where can you submit replays? My Discord. You've been trying to wake up earlier? Ah, yes. Yeah, I did that a few years ago where I shifted my schedule to waking up earlier. I'm glad I did. It took me a while to get to that point, but I'm glad I did. First few weeks of that sleep schedule, that was a struggle. Because you're so used to, like, staying up late or waking up, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a struggle. But it was worth it in the long run. Yeah, you're just tired? Yeah. It takes a few weeks. But one thing I liked about getting up earlier is I feel like I get more done, regardless if I get more done. It just feels like I have more time to do things, even if I'm, like, still awake for the same amount of time. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, sorry, I went a little bit off track there. But yeah, I think, like, as Venture there, I want to see you be a little bit more backline, like, pressure on them. And, like, one thing you can do is think of it as, like, a rotation of I'm going to go in, I'm going to go here, and then eventually I'm going to end up over here. And what I mean by that is, like, you have an escape if you don't make a good play, and you have cooldowns to get out of there. And if you do that, you'll be fine. So, like, a lot of good Ventures will find a really good flank spot. They'll go in, but they have their cooldowns out. If you go in with your cooldowns like this, sometimes they're going to be able to get you for free if you don't have anything else to go with that. So, what rank is this? This is gold. This is gold. Nice. If you notice, you're getting success when you're being a little bit more aggro on their team. I still think you need to be more aggro. Because, like, this is, like, happening in your side of the map, and if you're never crossing the line to the other side of the map as Venture, you're probably going to end up in a spot where you're waiting for your teammates to do something a lot of the time. So, I do like your ability to try to go for the Sombra there, be a little bit more aggressive, etc. Oh, no, sorry, this is silver. Sorry, this is silver 5. I said gold because I recorded 2 gold games earlier. It's silver 5. Sorry. I'm... Listen, sometimes when you record a third spectating, you forget what rank you're watching. This is a where are they now, so I have to guess where they're at rank-wise. Although, chat, I would not be surprised if they have climbed in silver. Did I was a surprise? No, the rank they had previous was silver 5. So their previous rank was silver 5. So, like, technically, they could be in gold, yes, but the only thing we can go off of is their previous rank. Remember, also, your ult doesn't travel that far down there, so you need to make sure you use the stairs to have it travel down. You ended up, like, losing 2 of your shots in your ultimate right there. Because of that. Don't think of it as, like, a Rhine Shatter, like, traveling down that way, like it does, like, there's a certain, like, thing where you basically hack up your ult. So just, like, go to the stairs and use the stairs to travel down. The stairs will count as, like, a whole thing. Yeah. Okay. Got the health pack. Now you wait 1 second. There you go. Now remember. Good, you delayed time. I was going to say, you can delay a lot of time there. Win or lose here. So I want to point out to you something. And I hope this can be helpful for you. You see that team fight right there, the way that you played that? I want to point something out to you. You notice how there was 5 people and nobody else was there and you survived for as long as you did? I want you to kind of think about that. Because look how easily you survive that in a 1v5. Now imagine doing that when your whole team is there and you're in their team. See what I'm saying? There's a lot of capability there as Venture to get more plays. So that should be proof of like, okay, I can go and make these plays. Yeah, the Sombra hacks you, but like, keep in mind, you're doing that in a 1v5. And if you get their Sombra to go AFK in their backline to wait for you, at least now you have an even trade-off. Rather than their Sombra going in and making a play, and you sitting there doing nothing. Alright, so, I just want you to, you know, look into making those plays a little bit more. Here's what I would do as Venture. I would play this angle here for now. And I want to explain why. You need to make them think about multiple things, right? You're on Venture and Havana. You have a team that needs to get close anyway. So start to play an angle that's really difficult for them. Make them have to overextend for you, and the moment they just don't pay attention to you, you can just keep hecking with the cart, hecking with their backline. If you stay static over here and just play by yourself with the team and you're just doing what you're doing right now, you're going to run into a lot of issues because you're not getting the full, like, value of the kit that you would normally get. You get what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, stalling on a cart, I mean, that can buy you time. A ton of time. Big slam! So just remember that with positioning. Really, Sully wants to come and watch too a little bit. Yeah, buddy, I'm trying to watch them. They're in their backline right now, I think, so that's a good sign. Kind of. Delaying the card a little bit. Hecked up your movement there. That probably would have helped you. Hey, buddy, what's up? Yeah, we're just watching this game right here. So where are they now? So I have to guess their rank. What rank do you think, Sully? Okay, here we go. You can delay point quite a bit. Don't fall back too hard here. Okay, let's fall back a little bit. Remember, the less that you disrupt their backline, the more value you're giving them. So what did you end up doing there? You just didn't do anything. I want to get you in the mindset of this. You need to be more proactive in their backline as Venture if you're going to get any value as Venture. It doesn't just start with picking the hero itself. It's like, I can hear all day long that Widowmaker is good on Havana, but if I pick Widow and miss every single shot, am I getting the value that I would want in this map? So you're doing the equivalent of going Widow on Havana and then doing nothing with Widow. But like the difference is here is you can create a lot of the plays. You can set up your own, good terminology is like you can set up your own shot. Venture has the capability of going into the back line and making plays all on their own without anybody helping them. So I think a lot of that could be very helpful in those situations. All right, so now you have switched to Junkrat, if I'm correct, or did you just pick the wrong hero? Let's find out.
Attackers incoming.
Is that a Hanzo right next to you? I think that answers that question. What do you think, chat? I'm gonna be honest with you, though. I only knew the Hanzo was there because we're in Spectator. I don't even know if I would have checked that. Because who the heck plays there as Hanzo? Out of curiosity, like, real talk, why would you even play there as Hanzo? Like, I know they got out there, but, like, how does that even happen to begin with that they got out of there? Oh, no. You got rolled. All right, so you're back on Venture now. Now he's going to touch the mic. You might hear the sound of Sully rubbing his face against the mic. I'm trying to see the game. There you go. A bit more aggro in the back line, though. See? I like that. That's being proactive. That's making a play. See, normally what you've been doing this whole game is you would have stayed on the cart and let their team just sit in the back line there and do whatever they want. Instead, you make a great play, and that's what we like to see. Come here, buddy. Come here. Yep. See, though? Going to the back line, being a little bit more aggressive. I like what I'm seeing now. Now you're setting up. See, now you're setting up with a play. You see the difference here when you're setting up? They're forced to fall back. You're putting a bunch of AoE damage on them when you go up in the air. You're displacing them. You see how much this is way more value than just sitting there doing nothing? This is what I'm trying to get you in the habit of making more aggressive plays like that. Keep in mind, chat, even as a DPS player, you're probably not going to go 45-0 every game. You're going to have plays that you need to try to make a play on, and sometimes they're going to get you. Doesn't mean you're going to want to get 15 deaths a game, but it's okay to try to be proactive, and the only way that you're going to know if these plays are working is if you actually go for them. If you never go for aggressive plays, and you don't see the success of them, you're probably going to go for those plays a lot less, right? what I'm saying? I mean, overtime, it can go two ways with that one. Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about the next step here. You don't need to use your ult there because you just got a bunch of limbs. Now, the only way that you're going to get them back into the game, at least for now, is by going in there and playing a very aggressive playstyle, which I like, but I want you to think about more about setup time here and not trying to solo out the Hanzo on a way where they can escape very easily. And they can escape very easily. So, go set up somewhere, but don't just do that. All right. Well, it happens. Okay. Taking an aggressive angle. Good. Remember, this is what I like to see. That's not what I like to see. But I know what happened. You basically, there was a time in... Remember, when you go, like, off of, like, the side of, like, a ledge like that, you have to go back into the ground. So that's the reason why your play didn't work the way you wanted it to. You actually hacked that up. Wait for it. Now, I have been talking about being aggressive on the back line. That was the correct play. Recognizing right away that you could not, like, go into there and doing that, I'm okay with that. Plus, you put pressure on their Hanzo. There you go. Oh, wait, this is the correct play. Nice job. And the reason why it's correct is because you've now forced them to have to overcommit to you. And look at that. Do you see what happens? Even when it's not perfect, just being that threat in their back line has now made them fall back. Right? They're gonna get you here. They bash out you. They use their ults. Like, they win the team fight. But you get 10 times more value doing that play right there than sitting there doing nothing. All right, here we go. It is overtime. Be careful here. You have time. 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 I want you to look up top. Easiest way to see is the meters. You have time. You have time. Okay, now go into the ground. Delay point. Disrupt the Mercy. Alright. Good job. Now use your ult. Nice. GG's. Honestly, they weren't going to win that anyway. You had a window and your ult on point. That game was over. So, great job. I do want to point out to you, when it comes to the way that you're going to play, your number one issue is one, you weren't patient enough, which is funny because your name is Patient. On Sombra, like, you need to be accurate with your viruses. That's simple. Like, you just were so inaccurate with them that, like, you were just losing fights. And a lot of the time, you just straight up lost 1v1s. And sometimes that just takes practice. When you were on Venture, you definitely played a lot better. I do think, though, that, like, you need to be more in their backline and you need to set up for flanks more. So what I want you to get in the habit of on Venture, and I think you'll see a lot of success with this, is when you win a team fight, go set up somewhere to where you're just hiding. Go hide somewhere. Go sit in a corner. Go do something, right? Like something that is allows you to be able to be aggressive without them seeing you and then get out that way. When you start to do that, you're going to start to pop off and you're going to realize that. But you need to go make those plays to even know that those are going to work, and you haven't quite hit that level of like making those plays. So go do that. I think you're going to have good success. Now, here's the question, because this is where are they now? Did you climb out of Silver 5 is the question. Now, if I watched your Sombra gameplay the whole way through, my answer to that might have been still have a lot to work on. But now that you've added Venture to your hero pool, and we're seeing much more success on Venture, the question is, have you been able to climb out even more? Here's my take. I don't think they're in Silver 5 anymore. I'm actually going to guess something that's wild here, and I'll explain why after. I'm going to say Gold 5. I have a feeling that they pushed up into Gold, and that we're going to be surprised. Now, is there a chance they're in like Silver 2, Silver 1, Silver 3? Yes. But I actually believe that they've moved up into Gold a little bit, only because the way that I saw the team fights go, it felt like there was a lot more happening in these team fights that doesn't normally happen in a lot of like the Silver games we've watched. So I want to say Gold. If not, maybe it was just a really good Silver game. And like I said, your Venture was a lot better than your Sombra. So if you continue to get better at Venture, I can see you actually climbing a bit more. If you play Sombra and you're like missing your viruses a lot and you're not getting that value, that's a different story. So I'm going to go with Gold 5. That's my complete guess. And their new rank is Gold 5. They are Gold 5. We actually guessed that one as accurate as possible. Yeah, apparently we accidentally called it earlier, so congratulations. They said they were in Silver. By the way, they said they were in Silver for 4 years, and they've officially hit Gold. It has finally happened. Congratulations on the climb. Sometimes the game knowledge alone and knowing even little things, and it's why I love the spectating series, can help you improve so much, because sometimes the little things in Overwatch, the small plays, The things that you don't even think of are the ways that you just win games and grind those games out and eventually just become a better rank than you are. It could be simple as positioning. It could be as simple as you're not being proactive enough, and now you use 3 ultimates more. You use 3 ultimates a game instead of 2 now, and that's make or break in your games. So remember that. You can take those steps even if it's not like as simple as like just fully getting better aim or better movement. All that comes with time. So congrats on the climb. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. Leave a comment. All of that helps if you want to submit your own spectating and maybe eventually be part of Where Are They Now too. My Discord, that's where pretty much anything is when it comes to play the games, submitting stuff. My Discord. Plus, we're going to be doing that live spectating one soon, which I think is going to be fun. We're going to be doing that on my Discord. So make sure to do that. We also record these live on stream. So if you look below the webcam, you can see the Twitch chat right there. We have a lot of fun here. So stop by if you haven't. And with that being said, I hope you have an amazing day/night.